Happy Friday, everybody. I'm excited to be back in town and being able to do these Finish Fridays for you on Instagram and Facebook. So I'm going to be showing you something today that's a little bit out of the ordinary from the regular finishing that we've been doing, but it's something that's awesome. It's fun. It's a real enjoy the bragging rights, because a lot of your friends aren't going to believe that you could do this, but it also kind of will open up your eyes on how you can start looking even at IKEA pieces. Yes, I go to IKEA. I like IKEA because it's inexpensive, and a lot of those pieces don't have a personality that we can make it my own. I can make it look like something that I would put in my house. So they're great blanks. I talk about just simple black cocktail tables with glass tops that need a personality. So I want to show you something that I have done to an IKEA table to give you an idea of the finish that I'm going to be showing you today. So let's look at my table really quick. Come here. And if you don't know, if you're seeing all these puppies, this is Furry Friday. So we call Furry Friday, we bring our dogs to the office. Gracie, do you want to come say hi? So if you don't know, if you haven't seen our puppies, this is our Cavalier Gracie, and she gets in a lot of trouble here. She doesn't like it when I spray lacquer. So I don't either. We need to wear dust masks, but they don't have doggy dust masks. So anyway, all right, so that's Gracie. You're going to see her running around. All right, so look at this cocktail table. This is an IKEA cocktail table. I've done it several years ago, but I want you to look at the top. This is what's kind of fun. This is a regular glass top. I think you can get these tables at IKEA for around $50. I'm not really sure. It might be $60. But we usually run about $50. And I love getting those pieces there because they have glass. That's a blank canvas for me. But can you see, I'll tilt this up just a little bit. Can you see the depth, the little spots, the like the little gold shining through, as well as the pattern on it? That's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So, you know, the fun thing is a lot of people, they're not familiar with the process called Églomisé. This was a process of reverse painting on mirror that's been done a long time ago. But we can create kind of a look of Églomisé that would be much more difficult the easy way using my lacquers. So, I wanted to show you that I went in the back and I grabbed one of my picture frames that I get from Goodwill, and I took out the glass to be able to play on. So I love doing artwork on glass. It's very much on trend right now. So I just cleaned it up a little bit. It's still got some dirty places on it that I need to get off, but I wanted to have it in time to be able to show you how to do this today. So real quickly, make sure you clean your glass really well. You can clean it with a glass cleaner. I'm not concerned about using clean slate. Just get all the paint and stuff off of it. Make sure it's clean. And then you're going to want to have a couple of different lacquers. I'm going to be working with Silver Fox and Vendome Gray. By the way, Silver Fox can also mean Gene Howard. And some white One Step, as well as a squirt bottle. The girls are laughing. He's my husband, I can say that. And then a roller. And some paper towels. So this is a really easy, fun project. The thing is, if it's still cold in your neck of the woods, you want to make sure that you do this in a very well ventilated area. I need to have on a dust mask, but I can't talk to you and teach you how to do it if I have on a dust mask. So, but those are things that you need to take into account when you're doing it. So, this is totally out of the ordinary. You're going to be going, wait a minute, what is she doing? This was a technique that I developed a few years ago because I was wanting to be able to have an easy way of doing the Églomisé look, but doing things on reverse glass, because guess what? You are going to work on the back side of the glass, and then the top part is going to be protected. So glass doesn't have a right side and a wrong side. Whatever side you work on is going to be the back side, and we're going to protect it, and then the top you can clean and use just like you would anything. This makes a fantastic backsplash. This makes a fantastic inset on a piece of furniture. If you have a piece of furniture that has glass doors, you can easily do this to it. This can become a piece of art. So you can put it on the tabletop like I showed you. It's endless on any type of glass that you have. So first thing you did is you wanted to make sure that you cleaned it. Now, here's the oddity. you're gonna need a squirt bottle. Usually I like to have them to where they have a little nozzle thing where I can turn it so I can make the water pellets larger or mist or smaller. You don't want a tiny mister on this. You want to be able to have larger droplets, but I do like the fact that I can adjust it. Now, I don't want you to spray the water this way. You're going to spray the water up in the air this way, and it's going to fall, okay? So, it's already coming out. Let me clean this off real quick. Now, if you're watching live and you love Finish Fridays and you love learning, send me some love. Give me some hearts. Let me know that you're there. And then also, ask questions. It's 12 o'clock Central Standard Time in Memphis, Tennessee on Friday, which we call it Finish Friday and Furry Friday. I'd love for you to ask questions so that way I can answer them. All right, so I'm going to turn my bottle of regular tap water. Doesn't matter if it's cold or warm. Either will be fine. And I'm going to turn it up like this because I'm going to shoot the water up in the air and then I want it to fall. So I'm going to do that. Now I want you to be able to see so they can get close enough. So look how I am laying it down. I've got control. If I just pull the trigger a tiny bit, like if I want to fill in this area right here, look at that. I can just barely squeeze it. Yes, I know this is totally weird. You're thinking, what is she doing? This has nothing to do with Finish Friday. It does, just hang with me. So now I can change the nozzle on it just a little bit more and my droplets will be different. Don't overdo it. I've almost overdone it because I'm excited and I want to show you how to do this, but I'm gonna stop. All right, so this point is strictly creative, what you want to be able to have. If you want a lot of droplets, play first. Go to Goodwill or Habitat this weekend. And then buy some frames, take the glass out of it, or you may have some in your house already. You can go shopping in your attic, and then that way clean them and you can do this process. If you don't like it, you can wipe it off and you can start all over. All right, so now here's the weird part. I'm gonna come back with my Silver Fox. This is a metallic. Now, a lot of you may not know, but in the Amy Howard at Home line, we have Copper Penny, which is a gorgeous copper color. We also have Golden Egg, and I love Silver Fox. Silver and copper are probably my favorite. So, all right, so I'm gonna shake this up. Here's the other thing you need to remember. There's an agitator ball inside this. You need to shake it for at least 3 minutes. I don't know if you watched the segment when we were doing lacquer, but how Jean was showing as far as how to spray it, how to be able to hold the lacquer, because of making sure that you're getting it on consistently and some areas not too heavy, heavier than others. All right, so here's the part that's going to be hard because I'm going to have to spray it here in the studio. So I'm going to spray this with the water on it. It's going to be completely wet, but I'll show you why we're doing that. So I'm just going to start here and I'm going to lay down. Now notice as I'm spraying how I'll spray it like this and then I'll let up. Spray, let up, spray, let up. It's very methodical. It's like this can is my paintbrush. Look at that. Now I've got pretty silver water. Ask me questions, send me love, let me know what you're thinking. Now, you'll notice I was also spraying it one direction. Now, crazy, huh? Loving this. So excited to show you this. All right. Trying to, now, is that showing up on camera? All right, now, I'm gonna take, be careful, these are textured paper towels. Jean, do we have any rags? I really would prefer to work with something that doesn't have texture.
Everyone's saying this is looking so cool.
I know. I get so excited. I love teaching. I love showing y'all how to do something that doesn't have, okay, so I'm letting it sit here for just a minute, but Jean's gonna bring me a rag because I wanna be able to have a rag. Are there any questions?
No, I think everyone's in shock.
They're in shock because I have water and I'm putting lacquer on top of it. Okay, I'm getting a rag. Woohoo! You want to be able to use a lint-free rag. All right, thank you, Jean. Okay, Jean's dying. He's wanting to get over here and help me, I can tell. Do you want to help me? Okay. Yes, the Silver Fox is in the house.
What was the first base?
The first base was water. So we cleaned our glass. Then I did the water pellets like this. Then I sprayed the Silver Fox lacquer over the water. Now watch. I'm going to come back and I'm going to pat down. I would really like it if, you know those Viva paper towels? They're great because they don't have texture in them. Look at this. It's lifting the lacquer from the glass and it's giving me these adorable organic shapes. Do you see it lifting it? Love it! Gosh, we should have Finish Friday every day. I would love to show you stuff like this every day. I was filming yesterday for a new course of Old World Finishing. Y'all are gonna love it. Okay. So I just want to pat and make sure I get all my water off. Now I'm going to come back with just a little bit of paper towel. Ask me questions, guys, because I know this is different.
Got some questions.
Okay.
Are t-shirt rags good?
Or what?
T-shirt rags.
T-shirt rags are great.
Okay.
Yes. Great, great, great.
Is the cloth damp?
Is the cloth? No, it's completely dry. I'm loving it. Now I can kind of come back with this. You don't want the lacquer to dry too long before you actually start taking that up. Now, can you see that? Isn't that cool? Love that. I could even come back now if I wanted to. You know, that's why we talk about all these different ways to be able to use it. I could come back and roll on some size and gild this and just let the gold show through. It would be totally awesome. Awesome, awesome. But I'm going to show you how to be able to create a pattern. So now I'm going to take a Mylar stencil like this, and I'm going to lay it down on top of my glass. Make sure that the edges, if I was working on a larger piece, I would just need to make sure that I was watching the edges and keeping it all balanced. Now I can come back with another color, and I'm going to probably come back with this darker color. So I'm coming back with LaGrange, if you're from the South, LaGrange, tomato. But it's a beautiful dark gray. I'm going to shake it up really good. And I love this with the silver. It's great looking. I know, I'm so hyper today. What's the deal? Is it the lacquer? Ah. Okay, I need a dust mask on. All right. Make sure you shake it up really good. Now I'm going to come back on top. So we cleaned the glass first. We did the water pellets. Now we did the Silver Fox. I'm not having to wait for it to dry. I've laid my stencil down and now I'm going to create my pattern. Here we go. Try to go in one direction. As you see, I'll always overlap it. It's still very methodical. I'm overlapping that next one. I don't want to make sure I've got a band, but I'm not. I'm only going one direction from left to right, kind of like it's a paintbrush. I'm going to lift this up. Isn't that fun? I'm going to fan the space just a little bit. Let them look at that. Don't show me fanning. Where I can breathe. Are y'all loving it already? Is this so fun? Now, I want to lift up. I want you to see. I'm going to turn it around because remember, this is going to be the side that's protected. Look! Is that so fun? So fun. Now, does it show up on camera? Can they see it? Are y'all loving this? It's so fun. It's so easy. Okay. Now, the other thing that we want to do is, last but definitely not least, we want this to be able to dry. And then I want you to be able to come back with the one-step paint and roll it on. That will seal it really good. It will bond to it, and then it allows you to be able to even take glue and silicone, the kind of glue, I'm talking about kind of glue that will stick to like wallboard or ceramic or whatever, because the possibilities for this are endless. You could frame this and this could be a piece of art. So we could literally spend a month on just teaching all the different things that you can do with glass, with the lacquers, the colors and stencils, But it's important that you use the nitrocellulose lacquer with the water. That way it'll pebble up on you, and you'll be really happy with the results.
How do
Yes.
you clean the stencil after lacquer is on it?
What do we clean everything with? Clean slate. So you want to come back and you clean it. You can continue to use this and move it around. I'll just lay it down because it's Mylar. It's not going to be a problem. I'll just keep spraying it and using it and then come back and clean it with a clean slate. If it colors it just a little bit, it's okay. It's still open. You can still use it, on other projects. So trying to think. I think it's still a little tacky, but I want to just show you really quickly. I'm going to put just a little bit of this out. I prefer that you use a roller pan to be able to get this out, but I just want to be able to show you what it can look like. What do my Instagram people think?
It's awesome.
Let me pour just a little bit more out here. Don't do what I'm doing, guys. I want you to get a pan.
Got a question.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
many uses before cleaning?
How many uses can you use the Mylar before having to clean it? Oh, goodness. I would go on and do my entire glass project. It's not going to be a problem. It's Mylar. It's totally different. Now, you want to put this on fairly thick, but where you've got some good coverage. I should have allowed my lacquer to dry longer. When you're doing this project at home, I would really like for you to let your lacquer dry at least an hour. So, but I wanted to just kind of finish it up, make sure that back is sealed. So this is going to be your back. And then I'm going to turn it around so you can see what it's going to look like and the subtlety of it. Isn't that beautiful? Can you believe we did that in like 10 minutes? So fun. This is really fun. You could be an entire wall. You can buy sheets of glass. You can do it on your wall. You can play with it as far as what you want with gilding or copper or silver leaf. You can go in and do it with pinks and lilacs. The versatilities are endless. I just wanted to show you working with silvers and grays today. So I want to make sure, as always, yes.
What did you mean by using size on it?
Okay, that size is what we have. You can go to one of my YouTube videos where I teach you size with gilding. So I could roll on size, which is like a gilding glue, and then that way let it come to tack and then lay down gold leaf. Oh, it's fabulous. I promise. It's like, I'm going to get so excited. Here's the thing. I want y'all to share with me what you do. Share your projects. Do hashtag Amy Howard Home and put it on Instagram and Facebook. I want to see what you're doing. If you're not part of our before and after group, please join it because it's an opportunity for me to see how you're using the products, how you're using Finish Fridays to be able to make your life more beautiful. I love that. It makes me happy. I don't have anybody looking on there. While we have a great creative team, I look on that Facebook before and after, and I answer. It's me. So I want to know what you're doing, and I'll encourage you, and I'll answer questions. I'm not going to design your house, but I will help you with finishes and doing your furniture. So, yes.
Could you use this technique on plexiglass?
You can use it on plexiglass. Yes, I like that. Really good question. Everybody learns from people that ask questions. So, as always, we have an announcement. We have a winner every week. If you're not entering for this giveaway, please do that because we're giving it away to the person that's going to the link below, either on Instagram or Facebook, and registering. So the winner this week is Mary Wickham. Congratulations, Mary! You won some lacquer this week, so you're going to have to share with us what you do with your lacquer, hopefully on a project like this with the glass. So, hope today was fun. It was different. I love doing these Finish Fridays. I love teaching you. So have a great weekend. Head out to estate sales, garage sales, tag sales, Goodwill, Habitat for Humanity, and get some stuff and join our before and after group. Enjoy the bragging rights, guys. Have a great weekend.